All right, got a little something for you guys. Sedney and I have a few little snippets that we'd like to share. I actually have a little different perspective than her on many occasions, and so we'll see how this goes. All right. So, with this time on our hands, we want to talk a bit about what a healthy relationship is. Sedney, do you know what a healthy relationship is?
So oftentimes when I think about a healthy relationship, I kind of think about. You can't be no single mom. Oh no. Okay. So oftentimes when I think about a healthy relationship, I oftentimes think about, making sure that you have someone where there's an equal balance. Kind of like biblically said, someone who you're equally yoked with. And this is someone where it's not where you're having to compensate for what they do not have. Where when you get into this relationship, you all equally have the same things. And so you all are complementing each other. Whatever it is that person does not have, you have. Whatever you don't have, that person has.
And it's really catchy because oftentimes there are people that will say, you don't judge people by what they have because they may not have grown up the same way you did. They may not have had the opportunities or exposure that you have. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, and that's very true because I know for myself, we like to be people who try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But a lot of times it is something that will be helpful to try to think about when you get into these relationships because it kind of portrays a lot on their mindset. It tells a lot about how they're going to think, what they're going to do, what they're going to have as much passion as you. And like I like to tell a lot of people that I know about relationship advice and things like that is, at first in these petty relationships, at first it's not as serious. But once, the kids get involved, once he put that ring on your finger. You know what I mean?
He put a ring on it?
He did. This is Jesus.
Well.
So once you start doing that though, it enhances times 10.
It does.
The little small things that used to really get on your nerves, now you're like
yeah, it's really bad. And I wondered about for many times I've wondered, how do we get that information? How does a person know what a healthy relationship is? How do they know when enough is enough? How far do you go with a person to try to help them become their best self? Do you try to change people or do you find them already made? These are good questions, and where do you go for the answer? Where does a person go to find the answer on how a healthy relationship is to exist? A healthy relationship is a giving institution to one another. It is when both parties are doing everything they can to satisfy and help one another. It's when they're grateful for each other, they appreciate one another, they're pouring into one another, they want each other to succeed. It's okay to not have anything, but it's not okay to not want anything if you're with a person that has things and want things. So there are a lot of there's a lot of maturity that is required. There's a lot of moral values that are required for relationships. These are things that you can't see, and a lot of people get caught up on that. They focus on things they can see, which are temperamental. They don't last always. And so you have to understand that if you're looking for a healthy relationship, Lankford Avenue can help you. We talk relationships with people all the time. We actually help a lot of men discover who they really are and love their loved ones more in a way that they want to be loved. There are many times where people think they're doing the right thing. And so a lot of men will say, women don't want a good man because he's boring or he is so safe. It's not any excitement, but the reality is they do want a good man. And the challenge though is for her to be able to communicate what she wants and he as well, and not to take that person for granted and be ungrateful, because that can kill a relationship. A lot of times we just get too far ahead of what we have, and then we miss it when it's gone. The older people used to say, if you're going to help somebody, it's nothing wrong with helping them, but you can't build a relationship with someone you're trying to help. That's a conflict. That's a role conflict. And then they also say, when you find trash, Mama used to say this, put the top on it. And then the last one I'll leave you with is, if you're not happy, Nobody else gonna be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to first make sure that you are happy within, happy with yourself, loving yourself, and then possibly you can attract someone that can love you and you can love equally the same. All right, that's our segment. This is Key.
This is Sedney.
Me signing off. Thank you. Peace.